Hello everyone. For my final presentation, I'm going to be demonstrating how to make ceviche. So for your first top ingredients, it's going to be imitation crab. You can get this at Safeway or any grocery store. And then shrimp, the baby shrimp. Again, you can get it at Safeway. I always get about 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds. And I always get 1 pound less of the imitation crab because this you end up shredding it. Now for ceviche, you don't always have to make it with imitation crab. You can leave it out. You just need the shrimp. Your next ingredient is you're gonna need a little bit of clamato juice, which is tomato juice. I always use cucumbers, a tomato, onion, jalapeno, and cilantro. And also limes. You'll need lots of limes to give your ceviche flavor. Okay, so first off, you want to start off by washing the shrimp. And I always wash the shrimp first before I mix it into a mixing bowl. Okay. So I'm going to wash off the shrimp with cold water. Then I'll place it inside the mixing bowl. And that just gets rid of the fishy smell that's in there. Like I said, I just rinse it off for a couple seconds until it's nice and clean. Then once it's drained, I put the next pound in here. If you have a bigger straining bowl, then go ahead, you can do it all at once. If you have a small one like I do, then of course we'll do it in small portions. Every little shrimp. Like I said, you're rinsing it with cold water, so and that's just to get rid of the fishy smell. Mix it here, and you're gonna start to cut up your limes. While that's in the bowl, you're gonna start to cut up your limes and start marinating the shrimp and the crab with the lime because that's what cooks it. So you're just gonna make sure you squeeze everything into the lime. And I would say maybe about 3 or 4 limes. It depends how small you cut them, and you just wanna make sure you squeeze it all in there until it's nice, until you used all your limes. So you can marinate it in there while you cut up your vegetables. This is cooking. While the shrimp is marinating and the crab and the lime juice, I'm gonna start to cut up my vegetable, which was just the cucumber. And you just wanna cut it up into tiny little pieces. And once you're done chopping it up into tiny pieces, you can add it to the shrimp and the imitation crab. You can just add it in the bowl because you're gonna mix everything up together eventually. So next, you want to chop up your onions, your tomatoes, and your cilantro. So you want to just add cilantro because that gives a flavor along with the onion and the tomato, gives it a good flavoring. I'm cutting up all your vegetables. I have jalapeno. This gives a flavor too. You do not have to add jalapeno to it. I know a lot of people don't like spice. Me personally, I was brought into eating it with jalapenos, so it gives it flavor for us, so I cannot go without it. Also, you want to add more lime to it. Once you add all your ingredients into your mixing bowl with the shrimp and everything in it, here it is, you want to add more lime to it. Then, once we're done adding the jalapeno in there and everything else, all my other ingredients, we'll add a little bit of clamato juice. This makes it red. It gives it more of a juice flavor in it as well. And it calms down if there's too much spice to it. Also tims down the spice. Okay, now that all your vegetables are in here, all your lime, everything's in there, you want to just mix everything up. Stir it, make sure everything gets nice and soaked. You can also add avocado to this. A lot of people don't like to add the avocado into the ceviche because it turns it brown and they think, oh, it's gone bad. So a lot of people just eat avocado. They'll serve themselves a bowl first or on the tostada. Then they will add the avocado to it. So I didn't add avocado to this. In total, this right here can serve about maybe 6 to 8 people. Depends who all likes to eat ceviche. So I made way too much just for me and my brother and my son. My son really doesn't like it, so it's mostly me and my brother who are gonna eat this, which is fine because it'll last us for the next 2 days. So one thing I forgot to mention, now we gotta add salt because you need a little bit of salt to give it flavor. Now, a lot of people also don't like tomato juice, so you don't necessarily need to add this. You can substitute the tomato juice for ketchup. You can add ketchup to it instead, and that makes it nice and red. And also you can add tapatio. Tapatio gives it a nice spice flavor. If you don't like jalapenos, you don't have to add jalapenos. You can just give it tapatio because it's gonna give you a nice little kick to it. Once again, a lot of people don't like spice at all, so you don't have to add tapatio or jalapenos to it. You just add the regulars. You can also add carrots, shredded carrots to it. I didn't do it this time just because I was just like, I don't need it. I prefer not to eat it with carrots, but it's really good either way. So in total for this amount, I bought 1.5 pounds of the shrimp. I bought about less than a pound of the imitation crab. I used 2 large tomatoes. I used half an onion chopped up into tiny little pieces. Then I used 2 cucumbers. And then I used 6 limes, a total of 6 limes. And also 1 jalapeno, a large jalapeno to mix it in there. So now that I have that mix, I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of this clamato. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed my demonstration on how to make ceviche. It's all done now. I'm just gonna add it to a tostada, and you can eat it with tostadas, or you can eat it with corn tortilla chips. So you just grab a little bit, put it on your tostada, as much as you want, however. And there you have it. It's ready to go. Thank you.